welcome to Cinephiles, episode 3.
Today we're going to review Drive Angry, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Super 8.
Without further ado, here we go.
First up is Drive Angry, released in 2011, starring Nicolas Cage and Amber Heard. Directed by Patrick Lussier. I think that's right.
Okay.
The synopsis here is Nick Cage plays John Milton, an undead felon who has broken out of hell to avenge the murder of his daughter at the hands of a cult leader, who wants to sacrifice Milton's granddaughter at the full moon in a satanic ritual that promises to bring hell to Earth. I'll let you go first.
Lopez, come on, man. This was our fan suggestion of the week. All I got to say is there's somebody who's getting voting privileges taken away for this piece of shit.
Cinephiles,
yeah,
watching shitty movies so you don't
have to. My rundown on it, there was a few parts where I was like, okay, this kind of touches on like Lord of Illusions, which I loved. That was a great movie, but not enough. I mean, the most amusement I got out of it was how many more shitty hairdos can the studios come up with Nicolas Cage.
It's obviously a hairpiece.
It's so bad. So bad.
Every movie.
Oh, well, yeah, we were just speaking of new releases to DVD. Season of the Witch, really? Come on. Everybody knows, dude. Everybody knows. You're bald. Embrace it. It's cool. Anyhow.
Anyway, my take was just, this was horrible.
Horrible.
Not even a 1 star. I wouldn't take this DVD and wipe Steve's ass with this DVD.
I wouldn't let him wipe
I wouldn't do it. The special effects were okay. The acting was horrible. I don't know who Amber Heard is. I'm sure I've seen her in something else.
She was hot. I'll give her that.
But she was there for eye candy. She can't act.
That's honestly what made me get through the movie. The writing was fucking terrible.
Horrible.
I try not to curse on the show, but bad movies piss me off, and this was terrible.
I honestly had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Until the end when they started monologuing.
Yeah.
When they're like talking and all, the villain like...
Yeah, it was, you were kind of lost.
I had no idea.
It was so stupid.
So I'm like 5 minutes left in the movie, and I'm like, oh, wait, I get it. That's his granddaughter.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still don't care after I get it.
Yeah. It wasted 2.5 hours of my life.
Yeah.
And $1 from Redbox, or $1.50 because I rented it on Blu-ray.
So.
Nicolas Cage hasn't done a good movie since Face Off. I don't know if you count Con Air, but
I really like. I'm going to go out on the metrosexual tip here and say I loved Leaving Las Vegas.
That was before.
Oh, was it? Okay, that was a great movie.
But
I liked it a lot.
With the exception of Kick-Ass. Have you seen Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Kick-Ass, he was good in Kick-Ass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that's the only one in like 10 years. He does any shit script they throw at him, and because he's so far in debt.
Trying to make the mortgage payment, son. Let's get out of that.
Stop buying 100 houses.
Yeah.
You're ruining my movie going experience, please.
Wow.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad I only wasted $1 at the Redbox. Actually, my wife wasted $1 at the Redbox. Thanks.
Well, my wife wasted $1 of mine at Redbox. Yeah. So.
But I mean, I appreciated the fact that they tried to do a crossover between, like, let's say, like I said, Lord of Illusions and maybe Fast and Furious. Bad. I mean, if the writing was maybe a little better, they could have been a little more clever with it. But other than that,
2 thumbs down from us. Horrible movie.
Thanks, Lopez. Next up is Rocky Horror Picture Show. I actually misspoke when I said Drive Angry was the fan suggestion. This was the fan suggestion. Drive Angry was new to DVD.
Still suggested by a fan.
Still suggested by a fan. And still sucks. Just in case you missed that in the first segment.
Okay, Rocky Horror Picture Show is 1975. That's when it was released. It's a film adaptation of a musical stage play, The Rocky Horror Show. It's starring Tim Curry, Susan Sarandon, and Barry Bostwick, directed by Jim Sharman. The film follows Brad and Janet, a newly engaged couple who find themselves lost with a flat tire on a rainy November evening. Looking for a phone, they stumble upon Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. Dr. Frankenfurter, a self-proclaimed sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania, and his ensemble of kooky servants show Brad and Janet a world they've never seen before in Middle America. I've always liked Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, I've seen it since I was young. It's a great movie. It's actually the longest running theatrical movie. It's been going on for 35 years now. And in 2005, the Library of Congress selected the Rocky Horror Picture Show for preservation as, how'd they put it? Being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Has a great cult following. Yeah. When you go see it in the theater, I've never done this, so I've never experienced this, but apparently when you go see it in the theater, there's all sorts of fan participation. At certain points in the movie, they throw stuff at the screen, scream out certain things, spray water all over themselves. People come in costumes, which could and could not be a good thing. I really like the movie. It's basically a spoof of the B-movies, B-horror movies from like the 40s to 70s, and the musicals. And the music was great. I'm not sure who it was written by. I didn't pick that up when I was doing my little research here.
Should have been a fan question.
But the music was great. The Time Warp, that's going to be a class. Everybody has heard the Time Warp. You know, it's just a jump to the left.
And a jump to the right.
And a step to the right.
Oh, okay.
Everybody but Steve.
I only saw it once.
Who is a musician, I might add. You'd think he would know the Time Warp.
Not gay. I don't
not gay.
That's still up for debate.
That's really all we got on Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, I like the movie.
I surprisingly liked the movie too. I expected to not like it just because of kind of the weird type of people that
Tim Curry in lingerie.
Go to. Well, I was surprisingly aroused. No, anyhow, for the crowd that goes and does the midnight showings of it, and I was kind of shying away from it and thought it was kind of a goof as being suggested, you know. But I made it through it. I thought it was, I liked it. It landed somewhere between Moulin Rouge and Plan 9 from Outer Space. So, and it's funny that you mentioned that. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned like the whole 40s and 70s B-horror flick, because I had no idea that was what it was going for, and it hit the mark completely. So, I mean, and Susan Sarandon, younger.
Oh, she was hot.
Wow.
Hot.
She's still kind of a G-MILF, if you want to follow that down.
Grandmother.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't even spell that out. But anyways, yeah, Susan Sarandon.
I'll do that in editing.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Next up, Super 8, released in 2011, directed by J.J. Abrams, starring Joel Courtney, Elle Fanning, and Kyle Chandler. The synopsis is, in 1979, Joe Lamb and his friends are filming an amateur horror movie when they inadvertently get caught up in a disaster and government cover-up. Your take?
I really liked it. I heard some people didn't, but I really liked the fact that they made it a period piece, where it's, I don't want to give too much away because this is our new to theaters.
I just said it was in 1979.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Anyways, I like the fact that it was a period piece. They did a great job on, you know, the scenery, costumes, whatnot. I was kind of surprised at the end of the movie to find that Steven Spielberg was only a producer, because I thought he was a director. I went into it, and I don't know if this was a preconceived notion, but like a lot of the cinematography was really
reminiscent of Spielberg.
Yeah, very, very. Like, I mean, he must have pulled J.J. Abrams to the side and was like, "Hey, dude," because I mean, I saw even before the queer little alien
monster thing,
the thing where they had the heart to heart. I really it was giving me like a E.T. vibe, totally, with all the shots and everything. I liked it, and the proverbial money shot finally of the alien paid off. You know, it was good.
Well, to me, I loved it too. I honestly think this is going to be the best so far movie of the summer. It like he just said, it reminds me of Spielberg too. It's Spielberg-esque. Even though it says on there that Spielberg's just a producer, when you got Steven Spielberg breathing over your shoulder, you're gonna do what the man says.
Yeah.
Unless you're Michael Bay. That's another episode.
Yeah. Let's not get started.
It reminded me of E.T. too. I mean, different, little bit of storyline change. It more reminded me of E.T. crossed with Cloverfield, because you had this big, goofy monster thing.
I was going to drop the Cloverfield reference
J.J.
too.
Abrams.
Oh, did he do that too?
Yeah, he makes like the
I don't
same
do my
monster.
homework.
He makes like the same monster. It looked almost like the Cloverfield monster. He did the same thing in Cloverfield, where you go 3/4 the way through the movie, seeing bits and pieces and stuff blowing up and stuff getting thrown around, and then the money shot. There's the monster. Cloverfield, there was no like lovey-touchy scene with the monster, but it reminded me of a cross between E.T. and Cloverfield.
Yeah.
The kids were great. Elle Fanning, that's Dakota Fanning's little sister.
The casting was amazing.
I don't know if you know, Dakota Fanning is the little girl from I Am Sam that looks like a Precious Moments doll.
Yeah.
Big ol' eyes.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a good film all around. Like I said, I think it's going to be probably the most critically acclaimed of the summer.
Yeah, I think that where they took like Cloverfield and E.T. and kind of smashed them together, because you had the human interest aspect, and then the monster, which, I mean, good idea. I mean, you stole off 2 movies, but hey, you're Spielberg and whoever that other douche is.
J.J. Abrams, he directed Star Trek.
Didn't see it.
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield, awesome movie.
What was that TV show he directed? Alias?
Don't watch TV?
No, I've never seen Alias yet. But J.J. Abrams is a good director. He needs to keep it going. Just got to keep them lens flare things out of there, because I can't stand that.
Dude, you know what that was? And I think that's Spielberg too. That's
no. If you've ever seen
Close Encounters of Third Kind.
If you've ever seen Star Trek, J.J. Abrams does it in Star Trek.
But Spielberg did it the whole movie of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I never saw that movie through in entirety, but it's in there, and it was like right there. I was like, I know where that's from, you know. But anyways,
that was a lot of the online buzz, was people yelling at J.J. Abrams for the lens flares. It is quite annoying. I mean, the movie didn't really add anything to the movie, but Star Trek, it was like, you know, basically like on a spaceship with stuff blinking everywhere. I mean, the lens flare made sense, but this one, not so much. But I thought it was a great movie, so definitely recommend. 2 thumbs up. 4. All right. Now time for the Stump the Cinephiles question. This week's question is:
what city in Sicily was the family from The Godfather from?
The family in The Godfather, called the Corleone family, is originally from Corleone, Sicily. The reason they're called the Corleone family is because when Vito, the Godfather, immigrated to America, he didn't speak very well English. Neither do I. He didn't speak very good English. The immigration worker that was there misunderstood his last name and the city he said he was from. They got him mixed up, and he wrote Vito Corleone, and that changed their name. Now, actually, in the novel, Vito changed his name in order to not be recognized by certain mobsters, you know, that he was running from. But in the movie, it was because of an immigration worker.
Right.
That's the answer to that question.
That, again, was
kind of easy.
Too easy. Now we're going to flip the script on you here. There is a question that I thought of off of this question, and we're going to post that on the Facebook page, and if you want to try your hand at it, we will. I think this one's a little more difficult than Corleone family. I'm just saying, but we'll post that up there and try your hand, and try and give us something a little harder next time. Thanks.
Thank you for watching Cinephiles.
Next week we'll be doing item number 4 is the fan suggestions, Sucker Punch as new to DVD, and Horrible Bosses as new to theaters.
And don't forget to visit the Facebook fan page if you haven't already. hit that like button. The link is www.facebook.com/Cinephiles Movie Review. Share this and repost it just as much as you can. We're starting to get fans up there. We need your votes, your suggestions, and you guys' input. So we'll see you next time.
Stay tuned.
We're gonna dance.